So in terms of Kinesio tape, you can get the pre-cut 10-inch eye strips. We just have different colors here. Or you can just get a roll on Amazon. And this is Kinesio tape that is latex free if you have sensitive skin. And you're going to cut this according to the size of the abdominal wall. So the main reason why you would want to use Kinesio taping for diastasis recti is to help approximate your abdominal wall muscles, which will help with improving sensation and awareness so that when you perform your core exercises along with your pelvic floor muscle exercises, these abdominal wall muscles will come in more naturally. So what I mean by coming in more naturally is that they will help to activate the muscles in a more efficient fashion so that you don't have to be sucking in your gut to get your abdominal wall muscles to activate and contract. So before you start putting the tape on yourself, you need to make sure you are using the appropriate bony landmarks on yourself to apply the tape. Okay, so you see here I've marked the first bony areas by the pelvis underneath your belly button. The next marker that you will need to do is under your rib cage. So you're going to make your hands just like that below your breastbone, and you're going to feel your ribs. And that is where you're going to put the second marker. Okay, and you can see here I placed the second marker just underneath your rib cage. Okay, so this is the position you need to be in to apply the tape. You're going to be lying down on your back with your knees bent. You can see the 4 areas that we've marked, which will help you apply the tape. I'm just going to simulate it, and then the next couple of seconds I'll show you the exact taping technique. So you're going to go from the front part of your pelvic bone, bringing the tape diagonally to the opposite part of, or the lower part of the rib cage. Okay, and the idea is you are placing the tape with no tension on the hip bone, and then 25% tension towards the rib. And then you're going to start on the opposite side. Again, starting point here at the front of the pelvis and towards the opposite rib. So once you apply the tape, you can actually leave the tape on for several days. The tape is waterproof. You can shower with it, you can swim with it. Just when you get out of the shower or finish swimming, you just blot it with the towel. Don't use a hairdryer because it will dry pretty quickly, and it will stay on 3 to 5 days. Once it starts to peel off, that's when you can really take it off. But try to keep it on as long as possible. This will provide really good feedback to your abdominal walls to help with activation, which will then help with activating your core and increasing a little bit more tension throughout the diastasis and your abdominal wall. However, if you feel like you still need more specific instructions for yourself and for your body and diastasis, feel free to reach out to us and we can schedule an appointment and give you more detailed instructions for you. We're going to show you how to tape yourself if you've been diagnosed with diastasis recti. You're going to mark with a marker the starting point, which is right inside your hip area here. Can you really see that? And then here, and then the lower rib cage. Then what you're going to do is get your K-tape, make sure the edges are rounded, and basically you're going to follow one point to the other for the diagonal, just like that, okay? And then depending how large your abdominal and trunk size is, you might need more than 4 strips. So here we will apply the eye strip bottom marker point with no tension, and going to the opposite marker point in a diagonal with 25% tension. And then going to the opposite point in a diagonal direction with 25% tension, making sure you cross midline. And here's the application of the other tape. This is what it should look like.